Hi guys, welcome to a new series that I'm doing called my Top 10 series. This will be mainly based off of Pokemon, and today we will be doing my top 10 Pokemon that I think should get a Mega Evolution. And without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10. Cherrim. Cherrim has a pretty good move pool and a pretty good, well no, I wouldn't say good typing, because it only has one type, but a pretty good move pool and pretty good stats, but it could always go higher. And although it is a pretty good Pokemon, it still has very low stats and isn't hardly used. So, as you can see, it has 70 HP, 70 attack, 60 attack, 70 defense, 87 special attack, and 78 special defense. It also has 85 speed. Now I'm aiming for it to be in the middle of these two, as one of them doesn't look like Cherrim at all, and one looks like Cherrim, but it should look a bit differenter. So these are the stats that I've come up with. It should have 130 HP. It should have 80 attack. Defense should be subtracted by 50, making it 30. Special attack should be added by 70 to make it 153. Defense would be subtracted by 50 to make it 28. And speed would be added by 80 to make it 160. If you think these are too OP, just say in the comments or something. And I just think its main stat is actually speed. So what I sort of did was I sort of continued onto this. With its new HP, it's harder to take down. With its attack boost, it just makes those powerful moves even more powerful. With that speed, it can actually outspeed most of the Pokemon that it will be up against. Number 9. Dragonite. This is mainly all because of just love of dragons and dragon types, and just Dragonite overall. But Dragonite, it's just awesome. I think it deserves. If Garchomp got one, let's be totally honest here. If Garchomp got one, then Dragonite deserves one too. If it were to Mega Evolve into the bottom one, it'd go into a Steel just because of the look of it. But Dragonite has really good stats. It's got 91 HP, 134 attack. Its defense is 94, its special attack is 100, its special defense is also 100, and its speed is 80. Its HP now as a Mega, if it was a Mega, would be 101. The attack would be 154. The defense would be 105. The special attack would be 150, the special defense would be 120, and the speed would be 160. Now, the main thing about speed is it looks like a fast Pokemon. It honestly does. It looks like it can just whoosh down and just take out whatever's next to it. So, I know most people actually use it for its attack stat, but I think it should be used for its speed too. Number 8. Togekiss. Togekiss is actually not very much used in Wi-Fi battles in Pokemon X and Y, and I think it should be. Compared that, it has pretty good stats, and X and Y making it become a fairy type just makes it a whole lot stronger. Togepi at the moment has 80 HP, 85 HP, 50 attack, 95 defense, 120 special attack, and 150 special defense, and 80 speed. Now, if you look at it, it looks like a plane, so I don't know why it has that amount of speed. And it should have more defense. I mean, look at the bottom of it. It has eggshells. If you think about Togepi, it evolved, it was like an egg. And now it's still got eggs, like scatters, so it should have a bit more defense. What I've come up with is actually I think is pretty reasonable. Its HP in this Mega Evolution would become 170, its attack would be 100, its defense would also be 100, special attack would subtract to 20 to make it become 100, its special defense would also be subtracted by 15 to make it become 100, and the attack would be added by 80 to make it become 160. And you're probably all thinking right now, before I introduce number 7, oh my god, he's going to make all of them have really good speed. Well, that's not true. Number 7. Swallow. Swallow is known mainly for its speed, but is also really uncommon to find in battles. Just like Noctowl, it only has 2 evolutions. And as the main flying type Pokemon, usually they have 3 evolutions. Every single other one has 3 evolutions, except for Swallow. If it were to get a Mega Evolution, I think a bit more better design would be in here. I mean, if you think about it, it's based off of a swallow. So, let's make it look more like that. I think the first one mainly looks like a swallow, mainly because of its sharp design. Also the tail and the colours. Its HP would go down in 5, making it 55. Its attack would go up 15, making it 100. Its defense would go up in 20, making it 80. Its special attack would be added by 20 to make it 70. Its special defense would be subtracted by 40 to make it 10. Its speed would be added by 100. Mainly because if you think about it, Swallow is just an outspeeding Pokemon. It just doesn't, it's mainly going to rely on its speed. So, its speed goes up by 100 to make it 125. Number 6. Dusknor. Dusknor is one of the earliest one of the earliest sort of ghost Pokemon that were actually good. But when Duskull came out in the home region, it was mainly known to be a very good Pokemon, but at the same time a very bad one. Having a load of weaknesses to darken, there was one more I forgot. To darken, I think it was poison. I'm not sure about that. Having 2 weaknesses to dark and poison, this gave a huge effect to Dusknor. It has 45 health, which isn't that good. It's really not good. Attack is 100, which is okay. It's mainly a defensive wall, so 135. Its special attack and special defense, its special attack isn't even that good. It's just a tiny bit higher. And its special defense is literally the same as its defense, so there's no point in not looking at that anyway. Its speed is useless. Why would you even use this Pokemon? Well, now there might be use for it. Dusknor now, in this Mega Evolution, would have 90 health, 150 attack damage. As most people use it as a defensive wall, I sort of have gone with making it 200 defense and 200 special defense. I've also subtracted from special attack to make it 60, and I've added 45 speed just to give it a bit more, sort of a kick to it. Number 5. Crobat. Crobat is awesome. Crobat was the original bat Pokemon. Well, no, Zubat was, but it's in the main evolutions of the Pokemon. And I think Crobat was a perfect way to end off that evolution. It's just so good. But its stats, I thought it was an awesome bat Pokemon, but it turns out to be a really, really not very skilled one. With a really good move pool and a really good evolution line, it should have pretty decent stats. Instead, all it's good at is its speed. Crobat in this Mega Evolution, by the way, I'm reaching for the top. In its Mega Evolution, it would have 100 health, 150 attack, 100 defense, 100 special attack, 100 special defense, and 230 speed. Mainly because, if you think about it, everything else about it is useless. You literally won't use it. So if it gets a Mega Evolution and it becomes way OP, do you think that's a little decent for Crobat? I think that's fair. Number 4, Glade. Now, probably everybody saw this coming, as it is on every YouTuber's top 10 Mega Evolutions, and we all know why. Why did Gardevoir get one and Gallade didn't? Honestly, I do like Gardevoir more, as for its fairy typing, but Gallade is still awesome in the same way. It should get a Mega Evolution. Why wouldn't it? If they're going to make home remakes, then why don't they... they're going to make... Sorry, lost my sentence. Why wouldn't they make a Gallade? Why didn't they make a Gallade? Why? Look at it. It was the first ever fighting and psychic Pokemon. It's an awesome fighting and psychic Pokemon. Why wouldn't you do this, Game Freak? Please. Please. So, it has really good stats. 68 health, HP, 125 attack, 65 defense, 65 special attacks, 115 special defense, and 80 speed. Now, if I look at this, the first one looks like it should be subtracted in speed, and the second one looks like it should be added in speed. I think both of them look awesome either way, so I really don't care. But if it were to get a Mega Evolution, it should be subtracted in health to make it 60. It should have 30 attack. Damn it. It should... What? Sorry. It should actually... I'm going to come up on this on the spot for you guys, just so you know how I feel, but what I think is it should become at least no. Okay, I've got it. It should become 150. Why not? It looks like a major attacker. It has freaking rings on its arms. How does that not tell you that it needs to be good at attack? Its defense is also really good, making it become 100 defense, special attack 90, special defense 200. Special defense is mainly just because it's 115. I thought that was pretty fair. Speed. Look at it. It looks like Usain Bolt, but in a Pokemon thing. Look at it. It should become 160. Number 3. Sorry, all that ghost mist is coming over me now that we're here. Chandeleur. Great Pokemon. One of the best ones. Amazing move pool. Amazing types. One of the best ghost Pokemon. Really recommend it in every single game you can get it in. Chandeleur. It has pretty good health, 60 health, 55 attack, 90 defense, special attack is 145, special defense is 19, speed is 80. This is pretty good. I'm rooting for the top one. It looks awesome. It looks amazing. Thank you for that art. It looks awesome. I'm just going to say, I'll say it I'll say this at the end of the episode. But this was, as soon as I saw this Pokemon, I was like, yep, getting that in black and white. Getting that. Have to. I looked at its move pool. Amazing. Looked at its types. Amazing. Looked at its stats. Looked at its design. Amazing. So, although I do want it to change a bit, it still looks awesome. So what I think is, its HP should become 120, its attack should become 160, its defense should become 100, its special attack should go down in 30, making it 115. Its special defense should be added by 90, making it 180, and its speed should be added. Now, this is for the top one. Its speed should be added by 80. If it's the bottom one, it should be subtracted by 40. So that kind of a bit different, but it looks awesome either way. I don't care. Number 2. Okay, so you're all thinking, why Roserade? Roserade is already really good, and doesn't really need Mega Evolution. Its design is already really good. I have to agree with you if you say that, because Roserade has a really cool design, good move pool, and good stats. But this is mainly just because of a love for Roserade. Roserade was awesome. Roserade was like the best Pokemon ever. It was like a bouquet as a kid. It was like, because when I was a kid, my dad would come home from Tokyo with Japanese cards, and one of them was Roserade. And I, as a kid, used to pretend I was Roserade, run around the building. So it was awesome. It was just amazing. And I love the art for both of these, but I've got to go for the second one. It looks like a knight in shining armor. It looks like a knight in leafy armor. I mean, it's got thorns coming out of the roses, and they look like swords. And it has a cape. How is that not cool? But if I were to get a Mega Evolution, it should have 120 health, because all grass types should have a pretty decent health. It should have 140 attack. It should have 105 defense, 165 special attack, and 155 special defense. It should, and I'm going to say this, and I agree with this, mainly because I was a kid and I used to run around as fast as I can to pretend to be Roserade. I'm going to say 200 speed. That is pretty reasonable. Number 1. Sableye. As a kid, I always thought Sableye was like a baby evolution. I thought it was like a baby shadow. Well, you know what? It is a baby shadow. It's a baby dark shadow. If we want to get a Mega Evolution, it should become like the second picture below the first one. The first one is really good and I like it, but the second one is just awesome. It has a wrecking ball. A wrecking ball. I'll tell you something, Miley Cyrus should have got the idea from that Sableye. But its HP is really, its stats are so bad, it's actually funny. It's not even, it's funny. It's got 50 health, it's got 75 attack and defense, it's got 65 special attack and special defense, and it's got 50 speed. How is that possible? It's got an amazing move pool. Well, no, I wouldn't say amazing. It's got a pretty good move pool. But it's got an amazing typing. Ghost and Dark go well together. End of. That's just it. But if we were to get a Mega Evolution, I think we all saw this coming. HP should be raised to 100. Attack should be raised to 125. Defense should be raised to 125. Special attack should be raised to 100. And special defense should be raised to 100. Its speed, however, look at it. It looks really slow. It looks like a giant that's got rabies. So I'm going to say 30 speed. But other than that, that was what I thought Mega Pokemon should look like. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.